The inner game runs the outer game. This has been my mantra for as long as I can remember. I first recognized this concept in one of my favorite childhood books, The Little Engine That Could. In this tale, a long train must be pulled over a high mountain after its locomotive breaks down. Larger locomotives are asked to pull the train, but they refuse. The request is sent to a small engine who agrees to try. The engine succeeds in pulling the train over the mountain, puffing faster and faster while repeating the motto, "I think I can, I think I can." It reached the top by drawing on bravery and then went down the grade saying, "I thought I could, I thought I could." As a leadership coach and facilitator, I've always been committed to digging below the surface to understand what gets in our way. I've learned that most blocks are our own negative thought habits that act as powerful interference. I help my clients investigate these thoughts to see if there's room to choose another thought that can lead to a new result. I too must engage in the important work of changing counterproductive thought patterns. As someone who prides herself on being relatable, responsive to the needs of others, the person who puts it all out there, I was utterly shocked and dismayed when I received feedback from a 360-degree evaluation that people perceived me as emotionally distant, hard to get to know, aloof, and standoffish. Emotionally distant, aloof. This is antithetical to who I am and how I normally show up in the world. I connect to people through sharing life's ups and, more so, life's downs. Being emotionally available and present is one of my highest values. So why was I not showing up that way in the classroom? After some soul searching, I realized that I was entrenched in the following thought pattern. As one of the few women in my field, I felt I had to exhibit unwavering strength, stoicism, expertise, and confidence in whatever room I was teaching or facilitating. I believed that if I shared my struggles, it may diminish my authority or my credibility. So in the spirit of practice what you preach, I started practicing new thought habits, and they sounded like this. This is not about gender. This is about me and how I show up. If being more vulnerable at work helps me be more relatable, then that's a good thing. Sharing my story and personal journey could make me more accessible. I began to experiment. Like that little engine, it was one huff and puff at a time. I began to share some of the challenges during my ascent in this field. I revealed my own growth edge as a facilitator and a coach. I disclosed the fails alongside my wins. It was uncomfortable at first, but I kept practicing this new thought over and over again. The right dose of vulnerability models strength and courage and makes me a more realistic and relatable leader. It's been a process, and now when I get course evaluations back, students comment that the most impactful part of class were my personal stories and my honest accounting of the ups and the downs in my professional journey. It made them feel like they could do what I do. I practiced these new thought habits over and over, changing my inner game. And my outer game not only felt more genuine and authentic, but was so much more impactful. So my pearl is that in a world where there's so little that we can control, let's focus on the things that we can control, which are the thoughts we wish to dominate our lives. These thoughts will absolutely impact the way we show up and the results we get. It is not fake it till you make it. It is think it till you become it. It might feel like changing our thought habits and embracing optimism is impossible during these turbulent times. But remember, the word impossible is made up of I'm possible. What is possible? The thoughts we practice. Because when we practice these new thoughts, over and over again. I think I can becomes I know I can, which becomes I will, and then finally becomes I did it. Thank you.